Continuing coverage of Bowler's Journal on Extra Frame. It's Mike J. Laneside reporting from the Gaylord Texan Convention Center, and a visit with Jamie Buckner working on the movie Split, a bowling romantic comedy. And Jamie, we've had a chance to say hello before. What's your first impression upon walking into Bowl Expo for the first time?
Wow. Put it in a word. Awesome. I suppose immense, amazing. It's just tremendous. So many people coming together under one roof for this sport that obviously I love and is a big part of my life. But just to see all of these people in one place, it's amazing. It's my first Bowl Expo, and just man, it's incredible. Is what it is. Incredible is probably the word.
Well, a lot of bowling fans have lamented the fact that bowling is not necessarily a part of movie culture. Take us through the process of getting a movie from concept to conclusion, your movie Split.
Concept to conclusion, well, the concept came to me in college for a screenwriting class, which was many moons ago. Grew up around bowling centers. My parents were big bowlers, watched it on TV. Wrote a script. It was terrible. Rewrote it. Got less terrible every time I did that. Started actually working as part of my day job, working on larger films, and just kind of stuck with me. It's something that needs to be out there. A bowling movie that hasn't really been made yet, that really kind of takes it from the perspective of the people that are at this Bowl Expo, the people who's bowl for a living, bowl just because it's a huge part of their life, that love it. And then we've been talking to people, talking to different producers, talking to different production companies. Got out there. We've got a company set up. We're out. We're seeking. We're basically everywhere except for having the money right now. And we're in the process of seeking financing. And as soon as that all comes together, which hopefully will be fairly quickly, it's looking pretty good. We'll be off to start rolling on it. What's the basic storyline? The basic story, I should grab my little packet with my synopsis in it because I'm a terrible pitch person. Essentially, it's a girl whose father was a professional bowler. Movie begins on the day of his funeral. He has instilled in her kind of an overachieving status. Always wanted the best for his little girl. Always wanted her to be the best. So she reads in the local newspaper, the local Kentucky newspaper, which is we're going to shoot the movie down there and where it takes place, that the average age of marriage in her area is 30. And she's turning 30 in under a month, so she decides that the only guys she's really into are bowlers because of her father and just kind of what she's grown up around. So she decides she has to meet and marry the bowler of her dreams in under a month. That's goals. It's wacky. It's goal-oriented. We've had the opportunity to meet you and talk to you. We saw you last year at the Geico PBA Team Shootout, and you've had a chance to meet and talk to some of the bowlers, including one Pete Weber. Pete, the hero of my young bowling life, Pete Weber, PDW. Yeah, he's the one bowler who throughout the life of the script has actually been a part of the story. So he's excited, he's great. We did a Xtra.com, which is a crowdfunding website. We did a campaign there. Bowlers came out in mass force, and we just killed our goal on that. And then he came out and did a little promo video thanking everybody for their support there. And all of the pros that I've talked to are really into the idea. They're really into the there's no way for me to come across except for to be sincere about I'm trying to make a bowling movie for bowlers, which again is something that I think has been touched on in the past but hasn't really been done. So yeah, Pete's really into it. I talked to Chris Barnes a couple times, Mika I spoke to at the Open. John Petraglia is really into it. We're actually kind of we're in the beginnings of doing a little documentary about his insane life and stories. The man's got so many stories. So yeah, the pros have all been into it, and everyone's been so supportive. I think it's really great to just have this community behind us in the way that we do. So where can I find the fundraising trailer that led to the fundraising you mentioned, and what's the next steps in the production? The fundraising trailer that we did, you can actually go to our website, the collective that I have, production collective, DerbyCityProductions.com. So Derby, like Louisville, Kentucky, DerbyCityProductions.com. It'll kick you right over to the Kickstarter.com page, which donations, unfortunately, I still get emails every couple
couple weeks, oh, how do I donate to the movie? And it's closed. Hold on to your money. You know, like we'll use your support in other ways once the movie comes out. Once we get going, we really appreciate all the support and requests, though. So you can find that there. And the next step is, like I said, you know, we're meeting investors. You know, I'm here kind of meeting people in the industry, and you know, we're trying to raise the budget for the film. And like I said, things are looking really good. We're meeting some really great people, and I think we're going to get there pretty soon. And ideally, we'll be shooting by the end of this year or early next. And then, you know, the movie, you know, depending on how long editing should be out sometime next year.
And one rumor I want to address, any truth to the rumor that Charlie Sheen is interested in the title role?
God willing. God willing, that will be true.
You heard it here first. Bowler's Journal on Extra Frame with Jamie Buckner. The movie is Split, and it's something to keep an eye on in the bowling world. This is Mike J. Laneside with continuing coverage of 2011 Bowl Expo on Bowler's Journal on Extra Frame.